Yeah, to be very honest, when in an organization, when it comes to new technology, where people's perception, they're a little bit skeptical about some of these things, it takes the person at the top to rally his forces, challenge and come tell everyone that this is the new technology, this is the way we shall go, this is the way we shall do it, and you lead from the front. And in the organization, we've seen that in terms of that transformation. Initially, not everybody was in digital. It was a fresh ground, but we realized there was an opportunity. It wasn't making money. There was no anything you could have associated with in terms of revenues. But as a business, we knew for sure 5-10 years down the line, this will be a line that will bring a lot of resources in the organization. And we thought to ourselves, you know what? Let's embrace this. We failed the first few times. We tried it. The people we trusted to bring the technology didn't have the total expertise. But the only thing that we did as a business was to remain faithful to that course, that we have to achieve full digitization, and we have also, as a business, to make sure that this thing becomes a monetary gain to the business after a period of time. So we were persistent, let me put it that way. And for years, for 5-6 years, sometimes in business people think you woke up one morning and you started making money. On the contrast, we woke up one morning and decided that this is a journey we shall make. And now we see the fruits, because it's become successful now. The journey has already kicked all over globally in terms of digital. When you look at, we have two kinds of generation. There's a millennium generation who are aged between 18 to 34. They have no respect for the traditional media. These are people who are active on social spaces. They know what they want because they go online to search for things. They even shop online. If any business wants to survive in the future and you ignore this millennium generation, then all what you're saying is that you're planning to go shop. So my advice would be very simple. When technology comes, it is always good to embrace it. Sometimes you may not know how, and that is how you go seeking advice. You go asking the profession, people who've been there. And we've walked that journey with some of the clients. Some people were very skeptical in the beginning. They don't know whether it will achieve any meaningful gain or not. But the moment we start introducing them slowly to it, it becomes part and parcel of their business. So it is either embrace technology and survive, or disregard technology and it's a slow death for the organization, for your business. There's no way. It's almost like it's a rapture. What can you do when there's rapture? We can never go back to the yesteryears. So there has to be conformity. Some businesses take time to conform, but it's also still to their disadvantage. It's detrimental. Because this is the time you need to take advantage. This generation, they don't even care. They don't buy papers. They listen to music through iPod. They read materials on internet. They don't have to buy traditional print. They pass billboards like it's a wall. But they have an asset with them. They have a mobile. They have internet. So why not interact at their space? So go to their social areas. If someone is on Twitter, go and interact with them in Twitter. If someone is on Facebook, go there. That is it's not the future actually. It is what everybody should be doing now. We knew for sure we had to go digital. So we started with the internal staff. But then we realized we had limitations. So we started sourcing for local talent, people with specific knowledge. For example, we'd go looking for people who are their masters in creating websites. You go and look for coders. You go and look for people who can create banners. So over a period of time, we've been able to recruit young talent, very young, unexploited, people who are out there with they had the knowledge, but they didn't know what to do with that knowledge. So we brought them on board. What this group has done, and as a business, we decided let's create it as an arm of the business. Like any other, you have marketing, so we have digital media within the organization. It has grown over time. Every time we have a need, we go back to the market and look for the best talent, but keenly young talent. So we go sourcing for people in all areas, people who ordinarily would never be given a chance to work in an organization. There are guys who've come in here. They cannot even be able to do an interview face to face, but their work speaks for themselves. That is what we are looking for. So you don't go for what other people look for. Other guys look for proficiency maybe in language. You pass your test. But these guys, they're experts. When they sit on the machine, they're experts. So that's what we're looking for. For example, we came in as a business and thought, let's create our own website. So through creation of that website, it had to have content. So we went to programs and news people, and he said, you do news things on radio. Can you convert what you do on radio to be an online feature? It went on. We went to programming and said, if you're doing breakfast show or an evening show, can you use the website to promote what you're doing and what you've been covering in news? So there was a convergence. And this is a continuous thing. We keep on discovering many things along the way. And that is how we've been able to interlink all departments. Because at the end of the day, every department has information that is supposed to put out there. Which way can you put that information apart from on a digital platform? And then over time, the presenters were a little bit, they were skeptical about this technology. They were saying, no, it can't work. But now they've realized this is a tool to help them grow their audiences. So like on air, we started competition. We said, anybody who increases their fan on Facebook, this is the reward for you. Anybody who tweets as much, who is trading every single day, this is what you'll do for your show. So it became a habit, and eventually, now it's seamless. There is no other choice. There are quite a number of them. The top of mind is selling of banners. But we've also discovered some other things. For example, every time we go to a new client, we have to train. So training is also a source of revenue for us. We train the whole of an organization into changing their scope in terms of digital, the way you speak, the way you relate to your brand. So by the time we train them and then we go to social media, you realize as a business that becomes a revenue stream. We hadn't known that. It just came as a result of us going to businesses and pitching businesses. We also do microsite for people. When someone is doing a campaign on air, we recommend that you have your own site that keeps content and brings relevant to the brand. You activate that brand. If you are doing anything on ground, you put photos and everything in there. Of course, the issue of managing their social media pages, Facebook and Twitter and everything, we also put a fee on top of that. Those are the main revenue stream that the organization benefits from. And also, if a company doesn't have a website, we have capability to build one from the scratch.